How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 23 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. So, we've got our next AL team. That's going to be the Cleveland Guardians team last season that got to the ALDS, lost in tough five-game series to the Yankees. So, we will be rebuilding them supposedly next. I mean, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Rules are down in the description for all the other videos that we've done on this, and we have a few more teams that will continue to keep these rules in place for these normal team rebuilds. And if you are, down there and you like other content from me, check out my socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, like the video, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Do that if you must or want. Either way, with all that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. So let's take a look at the team that we got here. So, didn't mean to go to the there yet. I want to take a look at the lineup. So, pretty solid squad. Obviously Jimenez, Jose Ramirez, they're really good. Quan, not too bad. I've seen Josh Naylor do some good things, but, I'm looking at his attributes right there. They're not looking too good. So we'll see, though. Josh Bell is a DH. Oscar Gonzalez, Rosario. We've got Valera, so we'll see what he can do. Our bench is kind of okay. Nothing too crazy there. Now, if we look at our rotation, I think our rotation's pretty good. Obviously, Bieber and Zavali, Cal Quantrill is not too bad. We'll see how Plesac does. Now, obviously, I do not see a Mr. Tristan McKenzie, and that's because, he starts all hurt. But we're gonna get him. We're gonna let him sit there for now. We'll call him back up soon. But yeah, the bullpen's actually really good. Trev Stefan, Sam Hentges, Nick Sandlin, it's pretty good. Karen Shack, Clase, obviously, manning out that closer spot. So there's definitely some talent on this team. I guess our biggest need would be to try to improve our outfield. So we'll take a look and see if maybe there's a move we can make now. First base, we'll see what ends up happening there. I'll give it a little bit of time. And obviously, if we take a look here, Mr. McKenzie is currently in AAA. We can move into the MLB. You reached the roster limit. Oh, that's right, because we're in spring training. Okay, that's fine. You know what? We'll advance to the regular season, but let's take a look to see if there's any moves that we can make for trying to get like a right fielder for our team. All right, I'm going to take a flyer on Chas McCormick here from the Astros, from Alistair, Jose Tena, and Daniel Norris. Now, I was actually said right fielder, but I can keep Gonzalez in right. But yeah, for now, I think having McCormick be our starting center fielder works. Still have Valera. He could kind of just be like a guy that, starts in center field on occasions. So, I do like the team. I think we made a small improvement, nothing too crazy. Let's advance to the All-Star break, and we'll see what the team is looking like then. All right, so we're 44-46. Isn't a great record, but because we're in the Central, luckily it's not the end of the world because the Central isn't great. So, yeah, the Twins are only a game and a half better than us. We're close to a wild card, so we're not doing too bad, even though our record says otherwise. I think we were a tad bit underperforming, but we do have some guys hurt. Josh Naylor, fractured forearm. That stinks for him. And, a few other guys that are hurt, like, in our system. So, let's see the lineups, though, what we got going on here. So, Jimenez has been pretty solid. Quan, like, a little bit more out of him. Jose Ramirez has been pretty good. Zunino is hitting under 200. That's not good at all. Gonzalez has been decent. Rosario. Chas McCormick's been solid. Josh Bell and Valera has been really good. So, maybe Valera should be playing a little bit more. Our bench isn't great. So, yeah, our hitting is not looking that great. We definitely need some bats. Probably going to have to get a better catcher because Zunino is just not it. And he's going to be a free agent. So, we could try to acquire a catcher now. But let's see our rotation, what we got going on here. So, Shane Bieber's been solid. McKenzie's been kind of off this season. So is Savali. Quantrill, not a great record, but decent ERA, and Plesac's been in. So, yeah, our pitching isn't looking too good. We got Tukey up here, he's doing okay. And the rest of our bullpen, honestly, is pretty good except for Hentges. He's been pretty bad, but Clase has been wonderful. So, that's good. Yeah, we definitely have to make some moves, though. I think. I'm going to try to get an upgrade at the catcher spot. Zunino's going to be a free agent. We got Bo. So we'll see if maybe he could be something at some point. But for now, we'll probably look to package, and make a trade for a catcher. So let's see what's out there in the market. All right, I think I'm going to just deal with the Royals. We're going to get Salvador Perez and Lacey for Zunino, Gallagher, and Zach Plesac. So I know we have Daniel Espino as well. I kind of want to see him maybe get called up and in our rotation at some point. We have some decent pitchers. We'd also add Lacey here as well, who's a pretty solid prospect as well. And yeah, we do get another bat with Perez. He will be our new starting catcher. So that'll be about it for moves, I think, for this season. Let's try to see if we can win the division and maybe make the postseason again. All right, so your Cleveland Guardians went 92-70, won the division, but we are in the wild card round to take on the Blue Jays because our record was not good enough to qualify us to get a bye. But 92 wins is still pretty good. Phillies had 100 wins, Dodgers had 113, Rays had 101, Braves had 99. Okay. Solid stuff. Injury list. What do we got here? Ooh, torn hamstring for Georgie, who had a great season. So that's promising, but unfortunately his season's over because he is definitely not going to be returning. I mean, maybe he'll come back, but assuming we can get out of the wild card round. How was our lineups this season? Jimenez had a nice year. Kwan ended up doing pretty good. Ramirez had a solid year. Perez was really good. Naylor ended up being solid. Gonzalez, Rosario was pretty good. And then season cold. Cormick was a good pickup for us. Josh Bell, decent. We'll see, though. He could be expiring next year. Maybe we move him at the deadline or something, All-Star break. Arias as a backup shortstop is solid. The bench nothing too crazy from them. Now, our pitching rotation. Bieber ended up having a good year. Tris McKenzie ended the season on fire. It was okay. Quantrill was good. Savale, good record, but not the best. And then we had Espino called up, so that's cool. So 4.89 ERA, not the greatest, but at least he's getting some reps in the MLB. Nevertheless, the rest of the bullpen, man, James Karinchak had a great season. 18 holds as well. Hendricks is probably our worst guy. Class A was stupendous with 44 saves. Only one blown save on the season. So our bullpen, for the most part, was pretty good. We'll see if we could do something in this postseason here. We got to take on the Blue Jays. Let's double check to see how many wins they had. They were an 89-win team. So they were 3 games worse than us. So not even serious. They got Alek Manoah. We got Shane Bieber. Game 1. Let's see if Bieber can get the job done here versus Alek Manoah. He can't. 4-3. But it wasn't his fault. Morgan blew the game in extras. In extras, no less. So, wait a second. Oh, okay. We had a run there. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, Bieber ended up pitching really well. Unfortunately, Morgan kind of blew the game. All right, game 2, we got to win this one. McKenzie versus big game Kevin Gossman, and we're going to lose that one 9-4. Okay, so not a great postseason for us there, but not a problem. We still got 4 more years, 4 more seasons. I'm sure we can maybe get at least 1 World Series with this team. Ramirez was really good in the postseason, but yeah, our bats, Gonzalez, Rosario, Cormick didn't get a single hit. That was solid. But yeah, nothing too crazy from us. Rotation, McKenzie kind of struggled. Bieber was great. And really nobody pitched. I mean, we put in Eli Morgan for some reason instead of like Nick Sandlin or Trevor Stefan or I mean I don't know why we went with him. Also, we went with Sam Hentges for some reason instead of James Karinchak. Okay, sure. All right, let's go to the offseason. Let's see who wins the World Series, and it's gonna be the Padres beating the Angels. Nice. All right, so at free agency, big signing would have to be just re-signing Mid Rosario, but in terms of maybe making offers to guys in free agency, I guess we could throw an offer at like CJ Cron. We could throw him an offer or Rhys Hoskins, one of those guys, because I might look to move Josh Bell, and then Josh Naylor could just be either a first baseman, or one of these guys could kind of just DH. So I'll throw a contract at CJ. Kind of want to see if he wants to come to Cleveland and play for the Guardians. So we'll give him a contract. He's relatively inexpensive, so we'll throw him a $33 million 7-year deal. So he wants to come here. I'll also throw an offer at like Aaron Nola, just to add him to the rotation, just another pitcher. We're not going to go too hard with that, and then maybe just try to add another arm in the bullpen. So, yeah, we'll throw Aaron Nola a contract if he wants to come to Cleveland. So we'll give him $185 for 11 years, and maybe he'll come here, maybe he won't. But that would be pretty much about it in terms of, like, contracts that I want to throw out there. So, yeah, I guess we could throw a deal at... I'm trying to think who we'd want to go after. Let's go after... no, not Scott. Drew, no. Jimenez. Excuse me. We'll throw a deal at we'll throw a deal at Wandy. No, not Wandy. We'll throw a deal at Jimenez. We'll see if he wants to come to this team. Throw him a bullpen deal. We'll give him $13.5 for 4 years, and that'll be about it. All right, so we do get CJ, so he is going to be another guy in the lineup that'll help us out, and he'll also is a first baseman, which means we'll probably look to move Josh Bell. And then we also did get Aaron Nola to add to the rotation as well. So pretty solid free agency right there. And then we just got to make sure we can re-sign Rosario and maybe add more to our team. I'll do this deal with the Brewers. This works for me. Eric Prado and Phil Burton for Josh Bell. Clear up some money and get some young guys for the system. Nothing too crazy there, but that's going to be about the only moves we make there. Let's just simulate the rest of the offseason, try to get back Rosario, and maybe even sign Jimenez for the bullpen. All right, so to start the second season, and I think we improved a little bit. So let's take a look at the lineups here. So nothing too crazy. I mean, obviously, we're going to have CJ playing first base, so Josh Naylor will be like a DH. Works for me. The lineup still looks okay. I mean, we'll see if we can hit enough this year. But yeah, I do like it. The bench isn't too bad. Shout out to Valera, who had a great season last year. Hopefully, he can kind of find some more time in that lineup. Looks like he'll probably play against lefties. Oh, no, he doesn't play against lefties. Damn. Okay, well, he'll find some time in that lineup. We definitely have to find him, especially the way he performed. Now, in terms of our pitching rotation, I mean, Bieber, Nola, McKenzie, Quantrill, and Aaron Savali is pretty good. And yeah, I mean, the rest of the bullpen looks pretty good as well. We did pick up Jimenez, like I said we would. Would like to see Espino get called back up at some point. We'll see. Also, Gavin Williams. Can't forget about him. And yeah, obviously, Lacey we traded for from the Royals to get the man, the myth, the legend in Salvador Perez to be our new catcher. So I think this team could be pretty good once again. Let's simulate to the All-Star break. I don't think there's any moves we want to make currently right now that I can think of. Yeah, I mean, I think we're good for now. I mean, yeah, there's really no moves we want to make. I do want to try to get some more starting pitching, but for now, we'll keep the team as is, and maybe we can worry about that in the offseason. All right, so we had an interesting first half of the year. We ended up 55-35, which is pretty good. We had a huge losing streak, though. So honestly, I feel like if we didn't have that, we would have easily been a 60-win team at the All-Star break. So there's that. But let's take a look here at the lineup, see what we got going on. Before we do that, though, we got some injuries, but it's nobody too important right now. So let's see, how are we doing lineup-wise? Jimenez has been pretty solid. Kwan's having that Stephen Kwan kind of year. Jose Ramirez putting up an MVP caliber season. Perez has been good. Siege been on fires late, but the average I'd like a little bit higher. Same with Josh Naylor. Gonzalez struggling this season. McCormick's been cold as of late, then Rosario. So, okay, top half line is pretty good, but the bottom half not so much. We got Chase doing his thing. I like that. Chase, let's go. And look at that, Jorge Valera in limited games, 347. Got to find a way to get him into the lineup. I don't know what's gonna take, but but we'll see. Right now, the rest of the bench though kind of iffy. In terms of our rotation, Bieber's been solid. Nola's having a good year. McKenzie's been very good. So is Cal Quantrill, and Aaron Savali's been pretty decent. Toki's been pretty good. Sandlin's solid. Sam Henderson's much better season from him. Yeah, the bullpen's been good. Jimenez hasn't pitched much, but when he does pitch, he's been great. And Clase, once again, 26 saves on the season so far. So he's looking good as well. I mean, let's trade all of our best players for Adley Rutschman? No, I'm kidding. Well, although, no. We're not doing that. We are not doing that, ladies and gentlemen. We are not. I'm just looking around the league. Let's see. Who would we want? I mean, I would want to sign Corbin Burns. I think Corbin Burns would be the guy to go after in free agency. I do need to re-sign Bieber now that I just reminded myself. So we're going to give him a contract extension. So I'll do that off camera, though. So because I don't want him to hit free agency. But if I can get Burns on this team as well, I feel like our rotation would be pretty sick. So, but we'll see. We'll wait till the offseason for that. I mean, nevertheless, our team's looking good right now. Tied with the Twins right now, so that's good. We have one of the wild card spots in the event that, or we're close to having one of the wild card spots in the event that we can't win the division. But we kind of do need to win the division, so let's try to do that. Dodgers have 70 wins. They're 70-20. Wow. Okay. Let's advance to the, I guess, end of the season, unless there's a trade that pops up that I want to make. All right, well, I'll be honest. We didn't have a great second half of the season. We went 91-71 in the year, made the postseason wildcard team, but we definitely struggled a little bit in the second half of the season. And unfortunately, because of that, and I'm not being able to win our division, Twins won 100 games. Good for them. Still got a wild card, which we'll take. We got to take on the Rays. Rays won 112 games. Dodgers won 109. Blue Jays won 104. Wow, okay. A lot of 100-win teams this season. Let's see the injury, or at least see the league leaders first. So, yeah, Shane Bieber shutouts with 5, and complete games, and innings pitched. That's cool to see from him. Oh, and that's all we got. Okay. Aaron Judge hit, I thought he hit like a bunch of home runs. No, but Jose Ramirez up here, 320 average. Great season from him. And let's see here, we got some injuries. No awards, though. Nothing too crazy with the injuries. All right, fantastic. Let's look at the lineup, see what we got going on here. So, Jimenez, solid year. Quan had a good year. Obviously, Jose Ramirez was great. Perez, CJ, I'd like to more out of these guys here. Gonzalez had a down year. McCormick ended up being doing decent. And Rosario kind of ended the season on fire, so hopefully he can kind of, have that propel him into the postseason. And our bench was okay. I mean, yeah, Valera was pretty solid. Played 44 games only this season, but nevertheless still did his job when called upon. And so did Tyler Freeman. See the young guys doing their thing out there. I like that. Now, as our rotation, Bieber was great, and we did end up extending him. We got Aaron Nola, who did do okay, didn't do too bad. McKenzie ended the season kind of cold, like a little bit more from there. Quantrill was really good, and Aaron Spalding was pretty solid as well. So, yeah, Daniel Spina, what's going on here? That's a really high ERA, my guy. Although he only pitched 2 innings, but still. He got 2 losses. He's 2 losses. Hentages was pretty good this year. De Los Santos, not as great of a season as last year. Menez was really good. Sandlin was solid. James Karinchak was solid. And Clase with 40 saves. Okay. I mean, definitely not as great as last season. Yeah, definitely his worst season so far. 8 blown saves, but still was pretty good, I guess, for the most part. Now, we have to take on the Rays, and as you already saw, the Rays were a 94-win team, so they have a good squad. We'll see if we can beat them. Game 1, I didn't even realize Game 1 was right here. Game 1, we lost. Bieber got lit up. That's unfortunate. Okay, Game 2, we need to win here. Drew Rasmussen versus Aaron Nola. We do win that one 8-4. So we got McKenzie on the bump. They got Severino in free agency, it looks like. That's a pretty good pickup for them. Can we win and then go to the ALDS? We can. So we get eliminated second straight year in the wild card. So yeah, we got to make some big changes here because the team really struggled. Let's see the pitching rotation. Yeah, McKenzie, not that great. Bieber was awful. Nola was pretty solid. And then, yeah, Daniel Speedo was terrible, which is kind of concerning. Hentages, Trevor Stephan was not bad. Nick Sandlin struggled. Yeah, our bullpen was But really, it was our starters that weren't that great. Nola was good, though. How was our lineups? Let's see. Did we hit it all? Ramirez didn't really hit that well. Neither did Perez or CJ. Gonzalez didn't get a single hit. Might look to try to acquire a better right fielder now. And yeah, we didn't really hit that great. Freeman, 2 for 3. And that's about it off the bench. So, once again, another, okay season, but nothing great. We got to try to make some moves here in our third season to make that jump and advance further into the postseason. Got the Braves winning the World Series, beating the Rays. So let's go into our next offseason and see if we can make some improvements for this Cleveland Guardian team. All right, so free agency is upon us now. There's a few different moves we could try to do here. We could try to go after Walker. I could go after Corbin Burns. I'm going to throw Corbin Burns a contract, see if we can get him into our rotation. I wouldn't be opposed to getting him on the team, so we'll throw him a nice contract and see if he wants to come to Cleveland. So we'll throw him a deal, see if we can get him. And then after that, I'm kind of just looking at the rest of the team. Are there any right fielders that we might want to go after? Not necessarily. Emmanuel Margot wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know. Will Myers, Austin Meadows, maybe he's coming off a couple good seasons. We could throw him a contract. I'll throw Meadows a contract. We'll throw him a deal, see if he wants to come to the team. We'll give him like every day. We'll give him $24 million. Yeah, we'll throw him a deal. Just another bat. But I think that's about it. Yeah, I don't think I need anybody else. So we're good there. I mean, we could try to get like another guy for the bullpen. I could throw Liam Hendricks a contract if he wants to come to this team, but he's asking for a little bit too much money from me, so I think we'll hold off on him for now. Anybody here that might be a little bit less expensive? I mean, Caleb Ferguson, Matt Moore, Adam Simber potentially could be an option. We'll throw Adam Simber a deal, see if he wants to come here and be a relief pitcher. So we'll throw him a deal. That'll be about it. All right, I'll do this deal with the White Sox. We got Tapia for Perry, Vito, and Xavier Curry. Reason being is I wouldn't mind another left fielder in our organization, but also too, I did run out of spots for free agency, so I wasn't able to get Corbin Burns. I still want to try to get him, but the Mets are giving him an enticing offer. So if I can't get him, I could always go after maybe like a Woodruff or a Walker Buehler or something like that. Even Stroman wouldn't be too bad. So, but I still want to try to get Burns. Let's see if we can get him. I'm gonna try to offer another contract. All right, couldn't get Corbin Burns, but instead we're gonna get Brandon Woodruff. Not too bad of an option. Still a good pitcher. Will definitely help us out in that rotation. Just another guy to have. So, yeah, welcome to the team, Brandon Woodruff. Love it. All right, I'm going to do this deal with the Yankees. We're going to get Aaron Judge. Lacey, I'm giving up Espino, I know, and I'm giving up Gonzalez. And I know I signed Austin Meadows as well, but, I mean, it's Aaron Judge. He's coming off a pretty solid year, so we're going to get him on the team. That's a big bat in the lineup to add, so Judge, welcome to the team. All right, here we are, our next season here, third season. The lineup looks good on paper. It looks pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, Aaron Judge hitting third. Looking pretty good there. Got Ramirez also as the cleanup spot. I mean, our bench looks pretty good. We still got some pretty solid pieces here. I guess Meadows is playing center. We got McCormick off the bench, which is kind of weird because I would prefer that not to be the case. Fortunately, Valera's going to start in the minors. Sucks for him, but he's been really good for us. I wouldn't even mind if I have to make a move just to get him back up. We could certainly do that, but for now, it's okay. Rotation, I mean, Bieber, Woodruff, Nola, McKenzie, and Quantrill is pretty solid. Got Aaron Spall as a long relief pitcher, which will kind of, work out in our favor. He's pretty solid. We've got rest of our bullpen's pretty good. Nothing too out of the ordinary, nothing too wild, but it looks pretty good. I think we could be a good team. I think this is our year. We could maybe win the division, get to at least to the ALDS. I mean, I would assume we can get further than that, but, you never know. The game's the game. Got to play the games, got to sim the games, and we'll see what happens. I mean, for now, no moves I want to make. We're just going to keep the team as is, and we'll see you guys once we're at the All-Star break. All right, so we're sitting at 58-33, which isn't too bad of a record. Unfortunately, the Twins have a half game over us. Those nasty Twins. But looking at some of the All-Star voting, and our team's looking pretty good. Oh, they have Ohtani, right? That makes sense. But yeah. You can see Judge, Rosario, and Ramirez are all starting in the All-Star game, so that's cool. Let's see what could be the cause of that. Now, Jimenez broke an ankle. That's tough for him because he was having a pretty solid year before he went down. So he'll be missing for a bit of time. McKenzie also torn finger ligament. He was doing all right. Nothing too crazy. I mean, the record wasn't great, but I mean, good ERA, things of that nature. So he'll be out for a bit as well. So it's just a next man up mentality, and looking at our rotation to start. Bieber's been kind of cold this year. Nola's been great. Woodruff's been solid. Quantrill's been great, and Aaron Zavala has been pretty good. So the rotation's not bad. The bullpen, the middle of the bullpen could be better. Sam Hendricks has been pretty solid. Trevor Steffen's been iffy, and De Los Santos not having a good year this year. Nick Salen hasn't had a good year. James Grunschak hasn't pitched much, but when he does, he's been okay. But he's only pitched 3 innings this year. I like to use him a little bit more than Nick Salen, so maybe we do that. We swap them? No? If I do that, yeah, I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but we'll just do that. And then, yeah, Clase has been lights out, 20 saves on the year. Fantastic year from him. How are our lineups looking? So Quan's having a nice year. Rosario, obviously an all-star. Aaron Judge is doing great. Ramirez has been good. Naylor's been having a good season. Perez has been solid. CJ, that average like that up a little bit if he can. Valera's up in the majors again, having played a little bit of center, which I'm cool with. Freeman has been decent, had him step into second base. That's fine with me. But Cormick's having a bad season. Austin Meadows has been good. Raymil has been good. Okay, nothing too crazy. Who's in the minors that I feel like shouldn't be in the minors? No, okay, nothing too crazy. All right. So, I mean, the lineup's looking okay. The team's been solid. Again, we're a half game back of the Twins. We do have a wild card, but I really would like to win the division, so I don't have to be in the wild card round. So that would be great if we could do that. I don't think there's any moves we want to make for now. So I think we'll just kind of keep the team as is, and unless the only move I might want to make is, obviously, do I want to move Chaz, who's just having a bad season? I mean, he's still got one more season of arbitration. Maybe we could. So I see what's out there in the market for him. I wouldn't be too opposed to it. And even we throw in Raymil, who's having a good year. I mean, the only thing I'd want to do is maybe get a better center fielder. I mean, not to say that Valera is not good enough, because he's pretty good, but I mean, if we can get somebody even better than him, though, I would take it. All right, a nice season from the Guardians, 107-55. Love that. Taking on the winner of the wildcard playoff game. So we had clearly the best team in at least the AL. I don't know about the whole entire MLB. Braves won 106, Mets won 105. That's crazy. Dodgers won 107. So we tie with the best record. So 3 Titans in the friggin' NL, 105 win teams. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, 105 win teams. That's right, because the Cardinals won the division. 84 wins. That's outrageous. The Mets just had to play in the same division as the Braves. But honestly, that division wasn't even that great, other than those 2 teams. Just trading blows. But look at this. Aaron Nola was a good pickup for us so far. Good winning percentage, wins, and innings pitched. So that's cool to see. Judge, RBIs, base on balls, slugging, OBPS. So he was a nice pickup, and hit 312 on the season. 44 dingers. Love it indeed. I keep forgetting Brendan Donovan's a good guy to get. Maybe we try to get him. Even on arbitration, we could try to get Brendan Donovan on the squad. There's always those guys that are you look at their overalls, they're not too crazy, but they're always really good. Like Vinny, he's always a good guy. We haven't got Vinny in a while, so I don't know. Maybe we try to get a sneaky team. We could do something like that. Maybe some kind of rebuild challenge where we try to get those guys that do really well in the sim, consistently, and just try to win around them. That'd be kind of cool. I guess that would be the no above 80 overall challenge, or 90 overall, which I've done before. But yeah, Aaron Nola, Cy Young, Hank Aaron Award, Aaron Judge, and MVP Aaron Judge. And look who's there, number 3, Jose Ramirez. Pete Alonso is second, though. Now, we got some injuries, unfortunately. No, we don't. I lied. How are our lineups looking? I mean, so overall, pretty good. Top 5 guys were pretty solid. Meadows ended the season kind of cold, but okay, that's not too crazy. Rosario was an all-star, obviously had a nice year. McCormick didn't have the greatest of years. Raymil was awesome off the bench. We got Bo Naylor up here. Bo Naylor has been doing Bo stuff. He has not really played, though, in this entire video. But he's here in case maybe Perez goes down. But Perez has been pretty good for us, so I can't be too mad about that pickup. Now, let's see our pitching rotation here. Bieber was okay, not too bad. I've seen Bieber do better, but still a pretty good season. McKenzie was pretty good. Obviously, Aaron Nola won the Cy Young. Woodruff not too bad, and Quantrill was pretty good as well. Long relief pitchers, and Svallo is better than Saint, but nothing too crazy. Our middle of the bullpen, besides Hedges, was kind of mid at best. Sandlin, Karinchak, and then Clase was pretty solid. I guess for some reason, I guess the second half of the season he kind of just dips. All right. So we're gonna be taking on either Minnesota or Houston. Will be our division rivals, or will be the Houston Astros. It'll be the Houston Astros. So we got Bieber versus Bueller. Walker Bueller coming off a perfect game potentially. I will never know, because I'm not going to look. So let's see. Game 1, Bieber versus Walker. We're going to win that one 6-3. Love it. Game 2, we got McKenzie versus Christian Javier. We lose that one 3-0. Christian Javier threw a perfect game. No, he threw a 5-hitter. He didn't pitch the entire game, but he was good. Game 3, Aaron Nola versus Luis Garcia. We're going to win that one 7-6. That's nice. We all got the W. And then we got Woodruff versus Buehler. Game 4. We're going to lose that one 5-0. So that's unfortunate. And Walker threw, 9 innings. He was good. Why did I was going to say, I thought Woodruff pitched 8 innings. I was really confused. Yeah, he had a bad outing. So game 5, do or die here. We got Bieber versus Framber Valdez, and we win that one 7-2. Let's go. Clutch it out. Going to the LCS. Got to take on the Rays. The Rays were a 95-win team. Okay, they're a pretty good team. Game 1, Nola versus McClanahan. We win 2-1. Nice pitching duel right there. Game 2, we got Woodruff versus Rasmussen. We win that one 3-0. Did Woodruff throw a perfect game? He didn't. But he did pitch pretty solid. Class A with the save. Nice. Game 3, Bieber versus Severino. We lose 3-0. That's unfortunate. Our bats sometimes our bats just don't work. We haven't really been hitting that great in this series. Game 4, McKenzie versus McClanahan. We lose 3-1. A lot of low-scoring games here. Game 5, Nola versus Springs. We lose 4-6. Gotta win Game 6 here. Woodruff versus Rasmussen, and we don't. So we threw a 2-0 lead. Beautiful. And man, we just can't seem to hit at all. In this entire series, we just couldn't hit. I mean, this game we were kind of decent in, but yeah, we blew the game, and then our pitching kind of sucked. Gosh, didn't. Every other game though, we just did not hit the ball well enough. So that's kind of unfortunate. So, fortunately, we had some injuries. Perez finger contusion, so that's tough to see. I mean, if we look at the lineups, how did Perez do? We don't know because got to remove from the playoff roster. Jimenez did not do great. Judge was good though. Ramirez struggled. I mean, for the most part, it was. Some guys were okay. Some guys were good. Some guys were bad. Bench didn't help much. Rotation. Woodruff was really bad. Bieber was okay. Nola wasn't very good. McKenzie wasn't very good. Our rotation wasn't that great either. Bullpen was good, though. Here, at least the long relief pitchers kind of did their job. And the middle of the bullpen did their job, and the back end of the bullpen did their job. So, really, some of our hitting and then our starting rotation just wasn't quite up to speed. But, at least we got to the LCS. We got 2 more seasons, so to try to win a World Series with this team, we'll see if we can do it. Let's go on to the offseason, see who wins it. It's going to be the Rays. Nope, Dodgers beat the Rays. Okay. All right, so we're at free agency now. We don't have a lot of money. I kind of want to bring back kind of just the rest of the team. I might have to look to move Salvador Perez just because he's getting up there in age. Although he isn't expiring, so I could just wait till next season to move him. He's been solid with us, so it's not too crazy. There's really nothing I don't think there's really anything we want to do in free agency right now. Judge is making $40 million. It's a lot, but he's been pretty good, so I can't be mad about that. If we just trade all these guys for Pete Alonso, they'd do that, and Josh, but I'm not doing that because that's silly. All that for Tatis? That's crazy. All that for one player. That's wild. It's wild, indeed. But we're not doing any of these trades. I'm just joking around because we don't have a lot of money. Listen, I just want to re-sign everybody here, bring everybody back, try to bring back some of our guys in our organization and see if we can run it back and maybe try to get back to the postseason, which I think we could do. If anything, if I make a small move, it might be just for another guy, a small guy, nothing too impactful, no superstars or anything like that. So, let's just advance in free agency, see if we can bring the team back. All right, so couple things. We did lose Cal Quantrill. He went to the Blue Jays, but we did pick up Eric Lauer, so I guess he can kind of fill in. He'll be in a long relief spot, but yeah, look at our rotation. It's still pretty good. Aaron Savella is our 5th guy. That's fine. Our middle of the bullpen's okay. Back end looks pretty good. We should be good at pitching. Our team should be too worried about that. Our lineup looks really good. Hopefully everybody can kind of just stay healthy. CJ's still playing first. We'll see what we want to do about that. Meadows is a DH. Chad McCormick. Naylor, Raymil we brought back. So, I mean, the bench is okay. The lineup looks like it should be pretty good. I feel like our team should be good. I mean, yeah, our only problem is we are way over budget. So, again, Salvador Perez is an interesting guy. Do we want to bring him back for a fourth season or another season for us? I mean, maybe. We'll see. Depends on how he does. He's making that $20.5 million. I mean, he's gonna be cheaper, so I guess he could be like a backup. I mean, we still got Bo. Bo might finally get some regular time in the majors, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I think we're okay. I mean, Steven Kwan, shout out to him for being on a cheap contract. He's gonna be in arbitration for another season, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, maybe Meadows we move if we have to. It is $6 million. Nevertheless, let's just simulate to the All-Star break. I think this team's going to be pretty good. We should be able to get back to the postseason, and we'll see what we can do from there. So we are 61-30 at the All-Star break. Team's looking pretty good. Emmanuel Uribe, cool. See our standings here. So 61 wins is the best record in the MLB right now, so that's cool. Most wins. So we're looking pretty good. Take a look at our injury list. We got some guys there on the list, but most of them are in the minors, so it's nothing too crazy there. Our major league lineup is looking good so far. Mendes having a solid year. Kwan's been pretty good, so we'll take that. He's in 277. Jimenez been solid. Judge having another great year with the Cardinals. Naylor's putting up some good numbers. Perez is hitting 238 this year, so there's that. Chas McCormick, he's going to be a free agent as well. CJ's kind of struggling. Rosario's been decent. Raymill's been pretty good off the bench. Austin Meadows not too bad. Like Bo is getting some PT. So nothing too crazy, but I think maybe we try to look to get a better catcher now or a better center fielder as well. Chas McCormick might let him walk because I don't think I want to re-sign him. Also, CJ is definitely regressed, so if we can maybe upgrade him, that would be kind of neat. But we'll wait and see what we got. We'll look at the trade market. But nevertheless, though, the rotation for the most part is pretty solid. Aaron Spaley, the ERA a little high, but for a fifth start, I guess we'll take it. Saint's been good. Lauer's not been very good. Middle of the bullpen's not too bad. Eli Morgan's having a nice year. Sandlin's been good. Trevor Stephan hasn't pitched much, and Clase is really struggling this year. 5.65 ERA. Yikes. He's having a bad season. Hopefully he can pick it up though post All-Star break, which usually he's been pretty bad there, but maybe this year it's a switcheroo. But let's take a look here. So I guess we look at the block, see if there's anybody on there that we might want to acquire. I mean, Mountcastle would be a good pickup. He's gonna be a free agent though, but I feel like we can get him. But he's not having that great of a season. Camilo Duvall would be a cool pickup for the bullpen, but I would really need like a catcher or a first baseman. Mejia, not necessarily. Mostly going to be guys that are wanting to leave. So let's just see what's out there in the market. I'm going to throw out Perez, and I guess Bo could start. I mean, Bo could be a starting catcher, I guess, for this rest of the season if necessary. But I'll see what's out there in the market. Try to get another bat in this lineup, another catcher as well. All right, I'm going to do this deal with the Diamondbacks. I'm going to get Gabriel Moreno and James Wood for Perez, McCormick, and CJ. Saving a little bit of budget here. Gabriel Moreno, is he under? He's under a cheap contract, so that works for me. Then we get James Wood, another center fielder, got good potential, so, and he'll be under arbitration. Maybe he's a piece. You might want to move, but yeah, these guys kind of just rest of the means, gonna be free agents, so might as well get something for them. And I think that's about it then for moves. Also, that means Valera could possibly be our center fielder. It'll be one of the two. I don't know who's gonna be. It could be James Wood. We'll rock out for the rest of the season like that. I mean, I guess defensively could be pretty solid. We'll see if the guys can keep under control and maybe win the division and have a good postseason. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's simulate to the All-Star. Oh, actually, let's simulate past All-Star break to the end of the season where I'm assuming we'll be back in the postseason, which... All right, 109-53. Won the division, taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game in our fourth seasons. We're looking like a pretty good team, and our standings show it. 109 wins. We were the best team in the MLB. Yeah, 105 for the Rays, 102 for the Dodgers. Yeah, we were the best team. League leaders, we got Shane Bieber, strikeouts, ERA, winning percentage, wins. Manuel Clase had 54 saves. That's cool. Bieber had something else, probably WAR. And then Aaron Judge, slugging percentage. Cool stuff there. Tyler Stevenson, man, wow. He put up a really good year. 334 average. Correa, Harold Ramirez. Look at that. Harold Ramirez is up here. But I can see Judge top 5 and top 8 for Jose Ramirez. Cool. Awards, what do we got? We got Bieber, Cy Young, not a surprise. And Bieber was the MVP. Wow, what a season he had. 23-3, 2.05 ERA, 221 strikeouts. We're going to take a little more look in depth at it. We do have some injuries, but nothing too crazy. Now our lineups, what do we got? I mean, Jimenez, not a bad year. Quan had a nice year. So did Judge. He was great. Ramirez had a great season. Naylor, not too bad. Meadows was decent. Ended the season kind of cold. But 265 will take that. George Valera ended the season on fire. So that's cool. He's been doing his thing. 276. We'll take that from him. And Rosario, and then we got Moreno catching for us, which is pretty helpful. I don't mind him being the starter. Bo as a backup works. We called up Chase, and then, James Wood. You can kind of just be coming off the bench. That works for me. Nevertheless, let's see the pitching rotation. Bieber was obviously amazing. McKenzie, not too bad. Nola kind of had a little bit down year. Woodruff was great, and then Eric Lauers, it's a little iffy, but Aaron Spale, good record. Saint was good. Hentages was solid. Grimchak, Eli Morgan, the rest of the bullpen. Clase, led the league in saves, but he had 13 blown saves. That's ridiculous. Trevor Stephan was awesome. Sandlin was pretty solid, but Clase, like a little bit more out of him in the past few seasons. I need this Emmanuel Clase. I need 1.00 ERA Clase. So if we can get that next year, that'd be phenomenal. In the postseason works too, though. I'll take it there. Let's see. Who are we taking on? Taking on our good old pals in the Minnesota Twins. Coming off a wild card victory. Let's see if we can beat them. Game 1, Bieber versus Ohtani. We're going to lose that one 5-2. So MVP Cy Young winner Bieber. Didn't do that great. Game number 2, McKenzie versus Joe Ryan. We win 4-3, so let's go. Game 3, I need Aaron Nola to step up here and get the dub, and he does with the 4-3 victory. Game 4, Bieber, can you redeem yourself against Zach Wheeler? You can. We will take it. Karen Track was awesome. So back in the ALCS, we're taking on the Houston Astros this time. Of course, they got Walker Buehler. We got Bieber. Game 1, we're going to lose on 1-6. Bieber has not been good this postseason at all. Game 2, McKenzie versus Christian Javier. We do win that one 9-4. Game 3, Aaron Nola versus Luis Garcia. We win 9-5. Game 4, Bieber versus Hunter Brown. And we lose to Hunter Brown somehow. James Karinchak gets lost, though. Game 5, need to win this one. Rojo versus Buehler. We don't. And we're down 3-2. McKenzie, big game 6 here. We win 9-1. Bieber, you've been terrible this postseason. Do I really? I can't. I have to pitch him. He won the MVP. He won the Cy Young. You got to step up here, Bieber. I need you here. And he does. Okay, he didn't do great. But our bats were fire. Actually, did he do great? No, he didn't do that great. He did good enough. Good enough to get the win. So we are in the World Series, taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers of L.A., who won 102 games. They're a good team. But we are also a good team, so let's see if we can beat them here. Game 1, we got Nola versus Julio. We lose that one 12-10. Yikes. Okay. Game 2, McKenzie versus May. We lose 6-4. Game 3, Bieber versus Gonzalez. We win 4-3. That's much better. Game 4, Woodruff versus Landon Knack. We lose 3-0. Oh, God. We might lose here in 5. McKenzie versus Leonardo. We win 5-0. McKenzie with a dominating performance. 4-hitter. Needed that clutch game from him. Yeah. And Hentages, closing out the deal. So big game 6 here. We are actually the home team. Never mind. Why did I say on the road? Game 6. Can Nola get the victory versus Julio? He can. So it all comes down to a game 7. Bieber versus Dustin May. Can Bieber redeem himself here? Because he has been that great in the postseason versus Dustin May. We can't. So Bieber with an absolutely terrible performance in the postseason. And we lost 6-1. Well, we got one more year, but man, that was disappointing to watch Bieber perform in that postseason. He was really bad. awards. What do we got? Austin Meadows, playoff MVP. Okay, so he played well. That's good. Judge, Naylor. Injury list. I mean, we did have a couple guys not really hurt that long, but probably some guys missing the postseason. And that is in the season kind of posting kind of cool, but he was decent. Chase was brutal. Valera didn't have a great postseason. Honestly, offense wasn't really the problem. Yeah, I wouldn't even blame it on our offense. I feel like we hit the ball well enough for the most part. I mean, other than Chase, he was pretty bad. But yeah, Bieber kind of let me down, not going to lie. McKenzie was solid. Nola, good record. A little hot in the ERA. Woodruff. Yeah, our starting rotation wasn't great other than McKenzie. Aaron Savali struggled. Tukey was pretty good. Hendricks was Karinchak was really good. Morgan was really good. Sandlin was Yeah, I mean, the pitching let me down a little bit. Especially Bieber. I'm disappointed in Bieber because you come off an MVP Cy Young and you just have a bad maybe it's just a bad postseason. You know, it's unfortunate. But we were one game away from winning a World Series. We probably could have easily won it if we just had Bieber pitch like he did in the regular season. We would have won in 5. But unfortunately, that was not the case. We got one more year, though, so let's see if we can try to get back here and win it. All right, so free agency is upon us. Now, I don't have much money to play with here, but I really feel like I do need to make a signing. Now, I do want to re-sign a lot of our guys here, but I'm looking at free agency. I mean, I'm just trying to think of who we would want to get. There's definitely some options out there. I mean, Brady Singer could be an option. I could try to get Screwball. He could be an option, but I can't afford him. So if I'm gonna do something, it's going to be through a trade. Now, I think the big thing here would be Lauer and Savali. I mean, unless they could try to trade for a pitcher, like I could do that too. Like that is a possibility. Like to maybe just try to trade for a guy. That is totally a possibility, which I think we could do. I definitely think we could do. So I might make a couple moves here. Maybe we'll shed some budget and try to get some guys to help us out. So let's see what's out there in the market. I'm gonna do this deal here with the Orioles. We're gonna get Nestor Cortez Jr. for Eric Lauer, Aaron Savala, and Chase DeLauder. So that's our first move right there. So we get another pitcher, which helps us out, in Nestor to add to the rotation. All right, I'm going to grab Clay Holmes from the Pirates for Jimenez, Collins, and Noel. All right, we got Scooble for our team. Added him to the rotation as well. That's going to be massive. That means our rotation's going to be kind of filthy. I'm hoping this is enough to maybe get us, a World Series win next year. So, welcome to the team. All right, 5th and final season, and I like our team. We did pick up Rizzo as well, another bat, just in case one of these guys, happens to go down, or if he plays against lefties, he can play against lefties when Josh Naylor could sit, so that's perfect. Yeah, good signing there. But everybody else, the lineup for the most part is pretty much the same. I like it. The bench is pretty good. So, again, we're going to be a good regular season team. The rotation, Bieber, Scooble, McKenzie, Woodruff, and Cortez, that's pretty good. You got Aaron Nola as a long relief pitcher now. I guess he's kind of regressed to that point. That's just fine. And then our bullpen looks pretty good. I added Clay Holmes, you saw that. And, yeah, I guess they want Hendricks closing. I would prefer Class A, so I'm going to do that instead. Yeah, we'll do that. Class A can still be the closer. We're not going to do that to him, so... Yeah, this team's going to be good. The question is, can we put it all together in the postseason? I need Bieber, if you're going to pitch like that in the regular season, you got to pitch better in the postseason, my man. So let's hope he can step up and maybe redeem himself for the performances that he had. And everybody else, let's just play well, play good baseball, and win a World Series in our 5th and final season. That'd be great. 69-23, we are winning 3 of every 4 games with 75% win percentage. Definitely going to win the division, I'll tell you that much. 69-23 is definitely the best team in the MLB, so that's good to see from the Guardians. Now, injury lists, Quan is hurt, so his season's over, and he was having an incredible year. That's tough. That's a tough loss right there. Torn ACL. You got one. Someone's gonna have to step up, I guess. We've still been really good. Jimenez is having a great season. Rosario, Judge is doing really well. Meadows has been good, so I can't be mad about that. Naylor hasn't had a great season. Valera's pretty good. Marino's been struggling, and James Wood, only 10 at-bats so far. Rizzo's been solid. So it's not bad. The bench is the bench. Rizzo's been good, though. So, yeah, I guess Meadows stepping in left field. I mean, that's fine. It sucks that we don't have Kwan. I would love to have Kwan, but unfortunately, he'll be out for the rest of the year. Now, our rotation looks pretty good. McKenzie's been cold as of late. I mean, good record, just a little high on the ERA. Woodruff's been solid, and Cortez pretty good as well, so that's looking great. Nola's been great, so love that from him. The rest of the bullpen, for the most part, has been good. De Los Santos is, like a bit lower on the ERA. Clase is not closing, unfortunately, but, hopefully he can kind of be better this year. I mean, Sam Henderson's done his job. 31 saves. He's had a good year. Do we want to make a trade? Maybe. I mean, if I make a trade, it would be to St. Williams and even Aaron Nola. Like, if I could throw them in a trade, I'm going to see what I can get for them. Although, Nola's been good. But let's just see what's out there in the market. If I do a trade finder, I'm just curious. I don't think I'll make a move, but let's just shop around offers. If there's something that I like, I'll let you guys know. But chances are I'm probably going to keep the team as is. You know what? I'm going to do this deal. I'm going to get Brady Singer. I'm going to get Vinny. We're going to go St. Williams and Nola. I know Nola's been really good, but he's regressing. Singer's been solid, and then, yeah, Vinny's a good bat in the lineup. Now, that means I could theoretically move Josh Naylor or Rizzo. I don't know which one I would rather move. I guess Rizzo, even though Rizzo's been solid. We can move Rizzo and try to get, like, a relief pitcher. That would be super helpful then. I might do that. I'm going to get Ron Marinaccio and Rosario for Rizzo, Del Villar, and Carson Tucker. So that's it for moves. I don't think I really need to make a trade, but we did it. So I guess now Singer's going to be in the rotation, and Cortez will just be a long relief pitcher, which I guess is fine. And yeah, we bolstered up the bullpen even more, so we'll see how this works out for us and our lineup, I guess. Yeah, now we got Vinny for our final season. He's going to be DH, and Josh Naylor will be first base, which I guess works for me. 14 games, won the division, taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game. So another nice season. But can we get the job done and seal the deal? Well, I guess we're going to find out. 114 wins. Twins had 100 wins, but Braves had 102. We were the best team in the MLB. So great season. We got some league leaders. Sam Henderson saves, Bieber shutouts, Bieber innings pitched, Bieber WAR. So Bieber must have had another good season. And Med Rosario led the league in doubles. That's cool to see. What do we got here? Injury list. Okay. Vinny's hurt, broken foot. Pretty solid season. That's annoying. Okay. Trade for him and he gets hurt. Shoulder tear for De Los Santos. That's fine. Stephen Kwan, of course, is still hurt. Dang, man. Dang. That stinks. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm looking at our lineup. I mean, it still looks pretty good on paper. Like, we should just be able to hit. Naylor kind of had a bad year. Meadows is still pretty solid. Valera had a good season. Moreno, liked him to pick it up. And then James Wood's going to be playing left. Raymil didn't even get any at-bats, which is kind of crazy because he's been really good. So we'll see what happens there. Freeman's solid off the bench. Our rotation, Bieber looked like had a good year. Skubal had a good year. Singer was solid. Just the record, not that great. McKenzie had a good year. And then season kind of cold, but good record. And then Woodruff was solid. Cortez out of the bullpen, good. I mean, the rest of the bullpen is looking great. Clase back to form. 33 holds. Not quite a closer this year, but did his job as a setup man, so that's beautiful. And Hendricks was great with 51 saves. I mean, 7 blown saves a lot, but 51 is pretty good, so we'll take that. Now the question is, are we going to be good enough in the postseason? Well, I guess we'll find out. We got to take on our buddies in the Twins, who also won 100 games. Bieber, we need you to do better this postseason. Started off with a W. Can you do it? Game 1, we win 4-1. That's what I like to see. against Otani. Game 2, Skubal versus Balazovic. We win that one 3-2. Game 3, Singer versus Joe Ryan, and we swept. Beautiful stuff there. Going to the ALCS, take on the Angels. Now, the Angels, 96 win team. They're looking pretty good. Wait, what are they? 6 in standings? Okay, they got a good team. I think they still have, like, Trapp. They also got, like, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., I believe, and also... Who else did they have? I just been curious to see what else they had. Because I think they had, Juan Soto. So they're, because I remember, like, they got some really OP hitters, and also Randy Rosarino. So they got a solid team. I saw Cruz down there. A lot of movement. All right, Bieber versus Detmers, game 1. We win 4-1. Bieber's pitching great so far. I love that. Game 2, Skubal versus Bradley. We win that one 9-5. Game 3, Singer versus Frank Rodriguez. We're going to win that one 7-0. Brady Singer with the perfect game. Nope, 5-hitter, though. We'll take it. 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. And Bieber. Can we close it out here versus Matthew Liberatore? We don't. 3-2. Marinacchio. Okay. McKenzie versus Detmers. Game 5. We win. All right. We're going to the World Series again. Taking on either the Braves or the Padres. Give me the Padres. The Daddies. The St. James Daddies. The St. James Fathers. Padres were a 98 win team. Okay. If any year was the year, this is the season. We got to do it. Got to get the job done. Padres. We'll take a look at their team because I'm kind of just out of curiosity. The Padres. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they're missing a lot of their guys, but I mean, some of the guys here. Okay. Tatis. Tatis is still Tatis. Tatis. What is our 40-man? Do we have anybody that's not on the playoff roster that should be? I don't know. I don't think so. Josh Naylor? Oh, no. Okay. Vinny. Is Vinny still hurt? I don't think he is. We can add him to the playoff roster. Yeah, so we'll do that. And we can then remove... I don't know. I think that's fine. All right, we'll just let the game do its thing. Yeah, I want Vinny back for the World Series. So you got Bieber versus Flaherty, game 1. We win that one 3-1. Let's go, Bieber. Bieber stepping up this postseason. Game 2, Skubal versus Musgrove. We win that one 3-1. Let's go. Game 3, Singer versus Dylan Lesko. We win that one 7-4. We're up 3-0. Come on, McKenzie, close it out here, and we do. So the Guardians get the World Series, so they sweep. And, yeah, only won one game in the playoffs this entire time. And it was, of course, an extra inning game where we blew it. Not a surprise. So Bieber answered the call. Bieber answered the call, ladies and gentlemen. Awards. We got Austin Meadows. Once again, a World Series MVP. That's his second... no, he was playoff MVP last year. This time he's a World Series MVP. Shout out to him. Aaron Judge, playoff MVP. So that is great. Love to see that. Let's take a look at the lineups. How'd we do? Jimenez, good power, but not the best average. Rosario was amazing. Judge was amazing. So that's great. Vinny did his thing in the World Series. Yeah, for the most part, lineup was good. The bench, yeah, nothing too crazy. James Wood was brutal. That's all right. Rotation-wise, I can't complain. It was really good. Nestor Cortez didn't pitch much, but he pitched 0.1 innings, got a win. So good for him. Our bullpen overall was amazing, actually. Probably one of our best bullpens I think we've ever had. So that's great. Wow, fantastic. All right, well, we got a World Series in our 5th and final season. We'll take it. We'll definitely take it. So with that being said, full screen and close out the video. Guys, well, that's going to be for me. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Comment down below what video is. Socials, playlist, second channel, main channel, down in the description for the content for me, TJP. And I guess with that being said, we're going to head on out. Take care, everybody. See you soon. We got the job done in Cleveland. Peace.